that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be fielded at the 6. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Here we go. 180.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Single. You go. Just watch 88. Tight end right.
Here's Foles. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 36-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Breeze. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
Here's Breeze to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 25 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They come out here in the eye.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, great.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. We're waiting. Check. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Throwing now is Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Breeze now to throw. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Yes.
4-7's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to
Now Foles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down.
Ready. Yellow ladies.
44's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now Breeze again. This is caught by Ginn. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, 47. Watch the run.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Leonard Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally They're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, Keaton.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. There on the catch-off for Blue. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go! 59. Under. Watch the boot. 36.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Breeze going to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. A gain there of 30. Big ones. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Check. 21.
Play action. Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
Get that quarterback!
Get
Get that quarterback!
Check. Fresno!
On third down, Fournette. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run with Fournette. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Mike's 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That was second down run for Murray. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.